I bought this machine as a step up from basic pod coffee, and overall I am glad I did it. I wanted something fully automatic that could make espresso and milk drinks without a complicated workflow, and this has mostly delivered exactly that.
The setup was one of the easiest parts. I followed the paper guide and the on-screen prompts, loaded beans, and started pulling test shots right away. It felt approachable even without deep espresso experience.
At first, my espresso came out too light and a little fast, so I spent time adjusting settings. Once I moved the grinder finer and dialed in strength, the drinks improved a lot. That tuning step made a huge difference in taste and body.
After dialing it in, I started getting very good results for a machine in this class. Espresso had better flavor, milk drinks came out smooth, and I found myself making more coffee at home instead of buying it out.
I really like how easy the drink menu is to use once I learned where everything lives. There are many options, and while it can take a little scrolling, I can still make what I want quickly after a short learning curve.
Milk frothing has been a strong point for me. It handles different milk types well and gives me consistent foam texture for cappuccinos and lattes. That consistency is a big reason this machine feels like an upgrade.
Cleaning is also easier than I expected. I run the automatic rinse cycles and keep a cup under the spouts when it does startup and shut down cleaning water. That simple habit keeps the tray from filling too quickly.
I do have complaints, and the biggest one is water usage. Early on, it felt like I had to refill the tank very often, sometimes after only a few drinks. That was frustrating in daily use and felt excessive.
Later, after more use, the water behavior improved for me. Once the filter seemed fully settled, I was getting more cups before refill and the tank drained in a way that felt more normal. That change made ownership much easier.
Another downside is profile behavior. I like having profiles, but it is not always true one-touch convenience across every drink. Some customizations are remembered per drink path, so it still takes a little menu navigation.
I also wish drink temperature had a bit more headroom. Even at higher settings, some espresso drinks are just shy of the heat I want. Hot water output is solid, but I still prefer slightly hotter final espresso in the cup.
Grind range is decent, but I still think it could go a little finer at the extreme end for certain beans and roast styles. It can make strong coffee, but if someone expects handcrafted cafe extraction behavior, this is still a super automatic with limits.
Noise and mess are both better than my previous setup, which matters a lot to me. I spend less time cleaning up grounds and less time fighting workflow, so I actually use it more often and enjoy it more consistently.
The design is another thing I genuinely like. It looks modern on the counter, feels polished, and does not look like a cheap appliance. It feels like a product built for daily use, not just occasional novelty.
If I sum it up honestly, this machine has trade-offs, but it is reliable, easy to use, and capable of very satisfying coffee once tuned. If someone wants convenience with strong value and can accept a few quirks, I think it is a smart buy.